Saturday, man. Grand Rising. Gonna go offline now. I seen you trying to play. We in here though, man. I'm just messing around. Let's go and get this thing started. Tell them don't get offline now, right? You're gonna be on here too long. Gonna get up off this thing and make it happen. Tell them don't log out now, man. Thanks, great. Yeah, we live. Let's go and get it started.
When hard times hit the fire, when all your good days behind you, when there's no soul
to reply to, and those brothers got to tell you do. Get straight and you make a little money, everybody gon' say you done changed.
And this motherfucker think every other motherfucker trying to find a hole in the game. It ain't nothing but the real niggas getting killed
For the materialistic,
hoes on the hunt
for a trick quick
ain't shit shaking but the leaves
in the trees,
your motherfucking knees
and
and
my
my
goddamn car keys.
I know it ain't really shit to it, but
To do it,
but trying to avoid shit, I usually
go through it.
pursue it, do it like a Mac. In fact, I keep my cool. You ask me who my master is,
I say my gun rule.
that you going to make moves with a
Song
son.
pack,
The real pack, cause the busters try to hold you back. In fact, I could name a few, but I ain't gon' waste no precious time talking about them
on my precious tape.
pussy sucker in disguise undercover. Fake brothers trying to come between another, just like a wedge
In the wood, trying to put a split in your shit.
Sleep bust up to
No good.
as I kick back, smoke graffiti with the
Need it.
Society's getting greedy, ain't no future and no peace treaty. They try to label every rapper in the
Industry will tell you if you got millions in the millions. When all your good days behind you, when there's no trophy to recline to, I'll tell you, this is first you gotta pay your dues.
Who am I? Is they dissolve? You
You
would
call
call Mr. Big,
Mr. Big,
in your trunk
splitting wigs.
Man, at the same time, I could recollect some young trick in my face asking me if I claim
Set,
sex.
yeah,
And here's this other fool with dreads
hanging from his head.
He trying to tell me
About some shit Farrakhan said.
I try to listen cause they ball at the
The one to knock it
but I can't hear over the echo
from my empty pocket.
Instead of sweating me, fool,
Sweat shut deep.
cause I've been true to player shit since 83.
Three, man.
Southern funkadelic preacher.
I get a reacher
Don't be so prejudiced
and let my only words teach you
I never rap about sex cause I ain't been through
that
Even though a nigga did dirt and pack
straps.
I don't do what you do and you don't see
What I see
Therefore we could not be the same. Do you feel me? I come from Tennessee
and love drinking Hennessy.
Peace to KRS, but here's my
Philosophy.
I got the remedy for a second after
Now,
yo, my nigga,
tell them what it is.
who am I?
MJG, flip tight. Knock on wood twice for the drinks, dim the
What I
lights.
say is every day.
You
He
feel
over
me?
drink the REAL, same shit that I sell. Hell,
You gon' do your thing, I'm gon' do mine.
fine, I'm gon' sip some wine. You may find some other way to
What's your time?
It ain't about where you from.
It's about what you do.
And doing wrong makes glue, so trouble just gon' stick to you.
For real.
Blue pimp shit is hard to break, but player hating busters with the icing on the
Cake, man.
Hate to see they own homies with a few ends, and still wonder why they can't
Get no dividends.
A man ain't who he
Say
say
he is.
if he gotta give false
Information
about what he has
and what he lives.
and don't shit, but the truth set you
You free.
So just stop all that lying, get them shackles
Away from me.
He who tells the first lie
This the first smack.
a chain react on the Mac, flows and fake facts. A freaking naked hoe, a wild stage show makes no record deal.
Perpetrators, get real. That's for real. That's for real. When there's no sofa to recline to, man, you know there's nothing about to pay your dues. There's ropes keep you straight, then you make a little money. Everybody gonna say you done changed.
And then motherfucker think every other motherfucker
Silly,
tryna
man.
find a loophole in the game. See, in the past, I thought that it was all in my mind, but in time, I came to find people are
Blind to the fact.
I don't give a fuck about your thoughts. Motherfuck the radio and fuck the
Magazine
magazine
talk.
Walk with the player down the highway of what I say.
Man.
And what I say is just another way to make me pay. Instead of getting sprayed or running from police,
I'm in the studio,
smoked out,
busting rhymes.
and jealous hoes.
Male and female.
Been giving a nigga
Hell.
Now that I am bailed,
Man.
jealous of the fact that my Mac is not an act. Instead of packing gas,
Hey.
I'm strapped with my dad. And all my homies slang dope
For a living.
or living in a prison cause they couldn't face the system. I missed them, but still I got to get about my hog killing. I'm on a mission so the future won't see me
in prison, man.
Niggas come to me with demos of their poetry. I try to listen cause I used to be that nigga G. Now do you feel me? I hope you
feel these words
from his dissolve
for real.
When all your good days behind you.
When there's no something to reply to. When you just constantly got to pay a bill. Then you make a little money, everybody gon' say you done changed. Yeah, other motherfucker trying to find a loophole in the game. Man, that throwback classic, man. Real, they don't make music like that no more these days, family. Whew, man. So peace, family. Welcome back, man. We back in the building, man, on this Saturday, right? Yeah, welcome to counseling, crisis counseling, man. Like I said, family, we keep it real and we keep it true. And man, had a lot of few crazy experiences over the last few days. And then, man, that Brother Panic lecture he did last night with Brother Rich it was right on point, man. It was right on point, right? And yeah, the topic we talking about, the illusionary games we all play, right? We all play, right? Because how we was raised, you know, the peer pressure, right? The politics, all of this different stuff. So before we go in, family, yeah, that first experience I had, man, it was so crazy, family. So I was yeah, I was knocked out, family, and I had just woke up, you hear me? Man, and I don't, like I said, man, it's crazy. That's how I know the energy, you know, is all here if we, you know, vibrating on that level, family. So when I woke up the other day, man, it was this black type of substance, right? It was all over the door, and I was like, man, I know it ain't tripping, you feel me? So, man, I laid back down and shit woke back up again. That shit was, it came right over me. So, you know, that's why I was like, man, I don't know what the hell going on, but you know, the spirit showed me what it really was. You know, that melanin, you know, is here, man. It's waking up, you know, waking certain people up. You know what I'm saying? That really on the frequency. And so that's why I had changed my picture to the little Venom thing. Because, you know, that's how it felt like it was. You feel me, family? And I was like, man, what the hell? And so, yeah, the next day, you know, that was the day I had did that live, the other last live. And so when I finally laid down and, you know what I'm saying, went into the dream world, you know, I was in that motherfucker, man, geeked up. You heard me? I'm talking about, man, I don't think I ever really laughed like that, you know, while I was sleeping. It was just, you know, confirmation. Let me know, man. Hey, we got this thing. It's our time, right? It's our time, and the energy is back, right? The energy is back, right? Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. And like with the post I had posted earlier this morning, right? Never trust the living. That's one thing Beetlejuice told us. Never trust the living, right? Because they the ones that's really dead, family. They the ones that's really dead, you know. So we finna get off into it, family. It's just a lot of different perspectives, man. And just like with the brother that was trying to argue me down, the last, not the last video I did, the one I posted with brother Panic was talking about the eternal you and how he had got this channel, this channel that what if who we think really, who we think that's running the world really ain't running it, right? And like I was saying, family, I just, because if I talk all the time, I won't be able to hear nobody else talk, right? I won't be able to hear nobody else talk. And so that's why sometimes I take a break, family. But the website is back up. Y'all check the website out. I ain't got everything set up how I want it yet. But we gonna be doing consultations, right, with the people that really want to chop it up, right? Like I said, I ain't here to teach you nothing. You got all the answers within. And that's what the lecture Brother Panic was basically breaking down last night. But it was one brother that had, like I said, when I posted that video of the Eternal You, that little short clip, one brother got up on her there. It's like, man, brother, none of this stuff that he was saying makes sense. And if you checked out the live that they did last night, if you haven't, I mean, check that thing out. Because Brother Penny, he broke it down, right? Because you got a lot of people saying they trying to destroy their ego. When Brother Panic was saying you gotta appease that ego, give it what it want. Your ego can be your enemy, yes. But he broke it down. He ain't break it down all the way, but he basically said that your ego supposed to be your bitch. You supposed to make the ego do what you want it to do. Cause why? It truly don't exist. So all the people that's talking about destroying their ego is just like the last lie when I was saying about how all these dudes talking about no fap and semen retention. Just by you trying to push it away, and you gotta get to that point where you ain't trying to do nothing if it ain't really spiritual, right? So, people won't wake up until, you know, they feel like they deserve it. They gonna keep playing this hide and seek game until they wake up, right? So who really told us, that we got problems, right? Because the brother was like, man, this don't make sense. How can the boule be running the world? They the 1%, and I ain't should never say nothing back because it's just another person trying to argue. Never liked my page. Somebody probably shared the video and he just couldn't hear the message all the way. Because we always say we used to run the world, right? We used to do all of these different things, right? But we can't get it out our mind that maybe it's actually some black people that's really running the world, and they just got the, what I'm saying, the European man, you know, playing the puppet, right? When it's probably some black people behind the screens doing the thing, doing the real scenes, right? Trying to keep you asleep. And so everybody ain't gonna agree with that, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been taught a certain way, right? Because we all playing this game of, you know, this victim mind frame. Been talking about it so long. And it just, just different perspectives. Because like I said, I can jump here and there, right? That's just what type of person I am. Because I always grew up, you know what I'm saying? We all have grew up a certain way, and we finna go on, speak on it. But we gotta, stop being a victim in this game, you know what I'm saying? when we know we are the people that's doing it, right? Right? The ego is nothing, right? But focus attention, what you focusing on, right? It's something that you think that's real, right? It's the troubleshooter, right? It's crazy, family. And if you don't really truly understand that, then you gonna be against your ego when really don't even exist. But the power you give to it, man. You see, because life is a pattern, right? Life is a pattern of dance of energy, right? And everybody ain't in rhythm right now, right? Everybody ain't in rhythm right now. And that's why I just dropped my mouth when Brother Panic was like, how can this this virus so deadly, right? But but you gotta go get the test and check and see if you got it, And a lot of people went catching up on that last night, man. And he was just bringing the truth, right? We can't make sense of everything because we becoming back to our true nature, most of us, anyways. And we gotta stop pretending that we not it. We gotta stop pretending that we not it. You know, it's it's the mind control that we have to free ourselves, free our minds, and able to do these things, right? And to believe, right? Because that's what it was when they started asking Brother Panic questions last night. He was like, the questions y'all asking ain't even no deep shit. Motherfuckers was asking some stupid, simple questions that they could have answered for themselves, family. And so we got to get out of this mind frame pretending like we not it, pretending like we don't really know who we are, pretending like this life is so hard, right? You so oppressed, right? And everybody ain't gonna make it, as Ken Billion say, everybody ain't gonna make it. And when we saying that, we saying make it to that true enlightenment, right? Because just as fast as old boy had said what he said, he apologized real quick, right? Some people was mad at him, you know what I'm saying? But people gonna talk regardless of what you say, you know. And so they judging Nick Cannon that he apologized. Hey, cause the man got a job, he gotta live too, right? He gotta live too. So, everybody ain't gonna see it like I see it. Some people will, but it is what it is. But it's we gotta get into that mind frame and know that you invoke light out of this consciousness, right? That's why the Betelgeuse star light is here, right? Or falling down anyways. And we gotta stop putting ourselves down, right? We gotta stop underestimating ourselves as well, right? Because there's no difference between the self and the other, right? Like we said, everybody talking about getting rid of their ego. It's no difference between the self and the other. There's no difference between me and you. We all one, right? We all one with the source. And so, man, I pity for the people that don't know this knowledge, right? They don't know the difference, right? There's no difference between the self and other, right? It's all one. You can't get rid of your ego because it don't exist unless you think it exists, family. Unless you think it exists. So that's why I be saying I don't believe in humans, right? Cause man, the word person mean it comes from Latin, right? The word person comes from Latin, which means persona, right? And what is persona? Persona means a mask, right? A mask. So we all, wearing this type of mask, right? Yeah, peace to you, God. All is mine. But we get trapped into being a person. But like I said, the word person comes from Latin, which means persona, which means mask. So we got a lot of people wearing this mask, trying to be this person that they think they are, right? And the more they feed into that, the more phony they become, right? But you can be sincere with somebody. You can be sincere with somebody, share your feelings with them, and they'll swear up and down you is something, you got something up your sleeve, right? You got something up your sleeve. And it's so amazing how we've been controlled and brainwashed down, to this level we on. But like I said, you can show true sincerity with somebody. They'll think you trying to control them into something, or trying to have possession over them. But they can go out there and follow the fake people all day, right? Because they telling them, you know, some shit that they want to hear, right? They don't, like we be saying, most people don't like the truth like we think we do, right? And your mind is what it is, right? We just were saying that the brother said the mind is all. Your mind is what it is, right? So we think we have these problems. We think we got problems with the European man. We think we got problems with the police, but we are doing all of these things, regardless if you know it or not, right? Regardless of you know it or not, we are doing all of these things within, you know what I'm saying? And you see, some of us get caught up and start thinking too much, right? And get jammed up, right? We thinking, and we not trying. Because I could tell you, don't try to not think, then you still doing something, right? So it's this what we've been saying the whole time, family. We've been caught up in this double bullshit that keep you scrapped in, where you going crazier and crazier, right? You can't make sense of the world, right? But you can make sense of your reality, right? You can make sense of your reality, family. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was a little kid, I used to always ask my mama all these crazy ass questions, right? Let me hit this water, family. Used to ask my mama all kinds of crazy questions. Any little thing, right? We'll be going to the movies and I'll be like, what movie we going to see? What's the name of it? Why they called it that, mama? Asking her all these different questions, right? You know what I'm saying? Because when you little, you got that innocence. You want to know everything, you know. And you be asking I used to ask all them questions and shit. Boy, shut up. Go sit down somewhere, right? Because I used to be, questioning everything. But as you grow up, right? Like we were saying, as you grow up, we get we get caught into all of these different thinking too much, trying to control everything, right? You can't control it, right? You can't control it. You can't make sense out of the world, but you can make sense out of your reality, the things that you view and the things you put your energy to. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people get mixed up, man, and I be trying to let them know I'm not here to put the world down, right? Like I was saying, ain't nothing wrong with the world. It's our mindset. You see, this life is man, it's so crazy if you let it jumble you up and jam you up, family. But like I was saying, I'm not here to put down the world, right? You see, life is just a matter of role playing. Everybody got to play their role, right? You know, everybody got to play their role, you see. And it's deep, but it really ain't that deep if you just let go of what you think you know. And I said I had to empty my cup to fill it back up, you know. But I'm not here to put down the world, right? Because for everything that's outside of me, I know that it's inside of me, right? I'm only playing my role, right? Everything that's outside of you is right within you. So, man, it just hurt me, family, just to see, so how we been all controlled on a certain level. You know what I'm saying? I'm something that the world is doing. You something that the world is doing at the same time, right? We got to look at the different perspectives and stop trying to, control the cause, right? To control the cause that you didn't control, right? You didn't cause, right? You got to control the cause. Because, see, it's two different types of consciousness, family. It's two different types. You got the spotlight consciousness, right? The spotlight consciousness is what we've been taught all our life, right? You know, fixing your mind on one thing at a time. That's the ego. Fixing your mind on one thing at one time, right? Like how we used to be in school, pay attention, right? Pay attention. You know, when you was a little kid, you had this imagination. You always was doing something, you know what I'm saying, with your imagination, right? But we've been tricked because once we come into this world, we get taught about fucking Santa Claus, the goddamn Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny, and all of this bullshit. And then once you get to a certain age, boy, it's time to grow up. Stop imagining. You know what I'm saying? You an adult now. It's time to grow up, right? Instead of our people, when we come into this world, our people should have been teaching us like, yo, look, look, it's a lot of stuff that ain't real. You know what I'm saying? But if we gonna celebrate these different things, we gotta let you know. We never was taught up front, right? Some people was, but majority of us wasn't raised, up front with the truth. So we had to go through the madness, right? That's why we say you can't make sense of everything. You can't make sense of everything. And so that's the spotlight. That's the spotlight consciousness, right? You just focusing on one thing at a time. But what you want to get into is what I call the floodlight consciousness, right? The cosmic consciousness, because it's working all the time. That subconscious mind is working all the time, right? And that's why I say I can be over here talking about something else, and I can go next day, like I be listening to the motivation, so I can listen to E.T. You know what I'm saying? He motivated me you know what I'm saying, through a little short clip video. Then I can turn right back around and listen to Uncle Bobby or a quote video. You know what I'm saying? Talking about metaphysics or something like that, because it's a balance, family. The yin and the yang, right? The yin and the yang. We already know there's no white if there's no black, right? There's no white if there's no white, then there's no black, right? That's why you get the symbol of them coming together, right? For some people, they can see just one side. The world. If the world was all black, then it wouldn't be no color. If the world was all white, then we wouldn't see nothing, right? So we get caught up into this good and evil, you know what I'm saying? It's only what you perceive it to be. There's no good or evil. There's no devil in the ground, right? No devil in the ground. But we get caught up into all these different things from your family, school, your friends, right? Because just because I say something that you don't agree with, don't mean, that I'm wrong or you right. And so, family life is not a problem to be solved, right? It's not a problem to be solved, right? But that's what they want us to think, right? That's what they want us to think, that we got all these problems we got to solve when we the ones that's really doing it, because we creating the problems. We giving that energy, you know what I'm saying, to what we call negative. That's why you got to have the balance, you know, because it wouldn't be no positive if it wasn't a negative, right? It wouldn't be no negative if it was a positive. And so we get into all of these double binds, right? You know what I'm saying? All of these double binds, you know, and that's what it is. But if we just look at it like this: if you can't bite your own teeth, right? You can't even look into your own eyes unless you got a mirror, right? So we get caught up into these double binds, and we all playing this game, right? This game, this victim mind frame game, this fear mind frame game, and not understanding that it's just a double bind, right? You get caught up in good and evil, it's all the same because it don't, it really don't exist. It's just your perspective on how you view things, right? So the key is to let go of yourself, let go of yourself, right? Because all of these different people that's talking about destroying the ego, they only feeding their ego because they trying to push it. It's just like trying to, you know what I'm saying, push something that's gonna be right on back on your mind because you trying to push it to the side. Like if I told you to try not to focus on a big, you know what I'm saying, a pink elephant. Right now as I'm speaking, you gonna imagine it in your mind. Right? So the people that saying, they trying to destroy their ego and all of that, it don't even exist. But by you not trying to, give your ego what it needs, whatever you fucking like, right? Whatever you like to do, whatever you get into, you gotta give that, like Brother Panic say, give the baby its bottle, right? You gotta give the baby its bottle. That's your ego, you know? You see, it's so simple, family. And that's why I say none of this shit really deep as we think it is. But we've been trained to second guess ourselves. We've been trained not to believe in ourselves. And that's why I was just like, I love how Brother Panic bring it, because, he don't want nobody, you know what I'm saying, following him and all of that type of shit. But he know what it is, it's the message that we be sharing, right? I say I'm a messenger of the messengers, right? We all are master teachers, right? We all are the sleeping Buddha till we wake up, you know what I'm saying? Till we feel like we deserve it. That's when the other people gonna wake up, right? And that's why we gotta get into a mind frame of stop being afraid of things. Stop being afraid of things. Man, the fear eating people alive, literally, family. This fear that's being pumped is eating people alive. And most people think, this shit really is real. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. I just be. That's why I say when I'm out in public, is I can't help but laugh, family, and that's why I was tripping. That's what the spirit was showing me when like I said, when I woke, when I was in my sleep laughing hard, cause like I say, I was in the Akashic records and just healing some stuff up, you know, and I just bust out laughing. I'm asleep. I'm talking about one of them good ass laughs, family, where your belly. I'm talking about I woke up belly hurt. That's how hard I was laughing, cause we take this shit too serious, family. We take life so fucking serious. Every little thing, we take it so serious. But we don't take that imagination that we have, right? So many people believing in the coronavirus, right? More than they believing in their damn self right now. More than they believing in themselves. And it's a eerie feeling, family, when you out and people acting real strange. I'm weird, but this shit got a lot of people acting real strange, right? With the politics, everything. The celebrities wilding out, all this crazy stuff. But like we say, we gotta have the negative and the positive. Certain people want everything to go back to what it used to be. That shit over with. That shit over with. You might well stop holding your breath. You know what I'm saying? You might well give up that little hope for that shit and go and put your energy into what you want to manifest, what you truly desire, right? Because like we've been saying, your desires is what bring you back down to this motherfucker. If you don't gonna live out your path and do all the crazy shit that you wanted to do, you know what I'm saying? You gonna be wanting to come back down here because you ain't did that shit, you know. That's why when I be telling people, man, about my music, man, I don't give a fuck because I could have been signed. I had plenty of times where I could have been signed, but the spirit knew that if I would have got on that path, I wouldn't be here talking to y'all today, family. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. And so it's so much, family, that we just zone in, right? You got the Dr. Phil Valentine lecture coming up tomorrow. Start at 3. So you got 7 hours, right? 7 hours worth of knowledge, man. And I'm like, man, I'm timing in. I don't know about y'all. I'm gonna check that thing out and hear what he gotta say. Hear what he gotta say for the next 10 years to come. But yeah, we gotta get out of this game, man. That it's a game, family, right? And you know just as well as I know, when you playing a game, you get bored if you fucking winning all the time, right? You get bored, right? So, like Pop said on Friday, you win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. You live to fight another day, right? The yin and the yang, right? You're gonna win, you're gonna lose some, right? When we get into this, when like how I be reading the Gnostic scriptures and reading these different books, certain people get lost up on it, right? It's all about changing your perspective. That's all it's about. You ain't gotta believe the shit I say, right? I'm just here to speak to those who really trying to, you know what I'm saying, change their mind frame and get away from the crowd thinking, the collective thinking, right? Because you end up in the collective thinking, you end up stuck in that revolving door, right? Instead of going around, when you supposed to keep going. We get into this consciousness and we get stuck, right? We create all of these different things. Ain't nothing wrong with the material, right? We know it don't exist. But this life is it's an illusion, right? But it's a good illusion if you know how to play your cards right and tap on into the energy. But it can be a pure hell if you don't, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to get on your true path. So yeah, man, we get up into this thing where we thinking that, the universe is not a judicial system, right? This universe is not a judicial system, right? Got people on this side, they'll judge you for you saying this. And you got people on the other side that agree with you. You know what I'm saying? But the universe is not a judicial system, man. We get so caught up into politics of what's right and what's wrong, who right and who not. Everybody here to express themselves. And if you don't go and express yourself and do all those stuff that you wanted to do down here, you end up winding back, right back down this mug, right? Right back down here, family. And so, like I said, I ain't gonna run my mouth all day because I can go, you know what I'm saying, and get even deeper into it. But it's like, at this point, like Brother Pink said, at this point, there's no more fucking sermons. There's no more trying to make people feel good. They gotta make it up in their mind and be who the fuck they truly are, right? Regardless of what people think. Everybody ain't gonna agree with your family. But you got to free your mind. That's what it's about. Freeing your mind, freeing your heart. You know what I'm saying? Freeing your heart. Forget what they say, right? Because people gonna say what they want to say regardless. People ain't gonna agree with everything you say regardless of what you do, how good you treat them. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we basically in the predicament we in, right? Because there's no, true, genuine love in people's hearts. And now that, we've been going through this shit about how many months now? Damn near 4, 5, 6. No, it's been damn near all year, really, because if you really want to say it's been since last year, you know what I'm saying? Because like I was watching this shit before it even got over here. And I already knew it was coming. But I just played my part, man. Played my part. It can't control me because it has no lording over me, right? I don't have no fear of this shit, regardless of people dying or not, right? That's why it's just a way you really want to be in this time right now. We in the golden age, getting ready to shift to the 5th dimension. You gotta learn master this shit right now, your mind. Right? You already the master of it. You just gotta be aware of the thoughts, right? Be aware of your thoughts. So let's go on time out, family. I ain't gonna be on here all day. Don't drop that Starship, saying get on that one. I ain't heard this bitch in a while.
Starship and rockets in a world that don't give a damn.
I pray I do the best I can. If you set your mind free, baby, maybe you'll understand what starships and rockets.
In a world that don't give a damn. As the sun sets, I take off my specs, sit down and collect my thoughts of another day in the past. How it don't last like it
used to last.
It's commonplace to get your ass splattered
From a gun blast.
Not trying to preach,
just trying to reach them to hear me.
I chose the righteous path and
now people are out to kill me.
Killing myself,
advertising suicide,
explaining formulas for black on black
genocide.
In other words,
I apologize.
Not for telling the truth, but about the
lifestyle I glorify.
Not ever lying, I have heard and seen
much shit.
But through it all, man,
I've always been a lyricist.
From high school
from the hole in wall shooting pool.
On top of the world,
and the niggas still paying dues.
Singing the blues, cause Saturday morning,
Mom bumping.
Love and happiness.
Hal Green in the trumpets.
Rolled up in my brain with that
Hayden Hen.
Using God God-given talent, slanging
Wealth
wealth
and
and sin,
sin,
lost in the clouds,
drowning out
that
the
80
proof.
proof, and all around me,
My world is turning to.
starships and rockets.
Man, that be some win out, family. No, I pray I do the best I can. If you set your mind free, baby, maybe you'll understand.
Starships and rockets in a world that don't give a damn. Yeah. Look at the asteroids whizzing past you, videotaping everything with their cameras flashing. They caught me dancing out the studio with the 2-inch tape. From the hood to the stage, it just ain't no escape from the devil. No matter who you are, it's hard to beat them. From the TV that you're watching to the food that you're eating, we've been shackled mentally by the enemy. And sometimes my enemy could be the being kin to me. Space age pimp flexing, detection flexing, friends turn to foes, trying to be slicker than Western. Lessons get taught by the ones fucking up constantly, pressured by their peers, distracted by their eyes and ears. Niggas sell their soul trying to get the gold in, end up wondering when the bump to roll in. Then again, time won't stop ticking away. You won't get shit if you don't get on up and get it today. New shit turn to old shit quick while we killing each other, trying to impress a bitch. Lost in the clouds, drowning in that 80 proof, and all around us, our world is turning to starships
And rocket,
in a world that
don't give a damn. But if I ask me who can I trust, a player do the best I can. If you set your mind free, baby, maybe you'll understand.
starships and rockets
In a world that don't give a damn. They don't give a damn, family. Don't you know we got starships? I'm telling you, man. And rockets.
got buzz around me.
Space age, man. Forever.
Can you feel me?
Can you feel my say?
Can you feel me?
We living on Pluto and Mars and Mercury. Hey, tell her. What I'm saying? It was said. And rockets.
In a world that don't give a damn.
Tell you, they don't give a damn, family.
I'm doing the best I can. If you set your
Mind free, baby, maybe you'll understand. Starships and rockets in a world that don't give a damn. Space age forever, man. Yeah, family, I appreciate those that did time in. Like we've been saying, family, the time is now. You gotta make up your mind, family. You know, in the words of Brother Panic, family, can't nobody save you but you, right? Your ego can be your best friend or it can become your enemy. It can become your enemy. That's why you gotta balance, right? Like Thanos said, the universe need balance, right? This motherfucker need balance. The yin and the yang, right? The feminine and the masculine energy gotta come together. Back how it was, before we came into this round, right? When we was androgynous. Whew, family. So with all that being said, man, it's gonna be a long weekend for me. Man, just been, getting it in, man, and can't complain about nothing. Grateful, right? Grateful, cause I know every day I ain't gonna win, but every day I ain't gonna lose either. So peace to the gods, family. Peace to the gods and the goddesses. You know, rise in power to that Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice energy. It's coming through. It's coming. It's coming through and raising some people up, right, to their true consciousness. You know, get out the Western mind. The mind frame, the Western world mind frame. Until then, we'll time back in again, family. So, man, rising power to all the ancestors and to all gods known and unknown, I say, enjoy y'all day. Peace.